Welcome to Smart Conserver.
Have you ever had to get up in the nights and all you really want is a drink of water? So what you do is you head to the kitchen, but the light switch is a little distance away, and you must go and turn on that light switch as you need that cup or glass from the cupboard. And if you don't turn on that light switch, then the place will be dark. Now, for me, it's really, I would say that I'm a bit lazy sometimes, as the only thing I'm thinking about at that time is just a glass or a cup of water. And especially if the nights are hot, you just want to get in and out of any area that you are going into and get back to your bed. Well, I've seen some cabinets and cupboards that are well lit. I see them on the television or during my reading. And these cupboards or cabinet, they are well lit at night. So there's no need to turn on a light for the entire kitchen area, as the kitchen is well lit from those little lights, and it forms a glow in the other areas. Well, the only problem that I have with some of those lights is that these lights will be using electricity. I would want some of those lights, but I wanted lights in my cupboard. And while I was scrolling through some bargain finds in one of the stores I visit online, I found some battery operated hinge lights. The price alone was a shocker. I saw the hinge lights for $2 per box. And would you believe that each box came with 4? I started to calculate how many I would need, and it would have been about 7 boxes, making that a total of about 28. I then made the decision not to get the 7 boxes, as I felt that just 2 lights in each cupboard hinge, that would do the trick. And putting the 2 lights, the cupboards would be lighted up. With that, I only purchased 4 boxes with the intention to place the excess in storage. The additional hinge lights that I have, just store them. When it came, I realized that it uses a battery, which I have purchased those batteries before. And I can tell you, when I check the price of the batteries online and compare it to the last price that I paid for it, it was cheaper online. And as a matter of fact, I got more. The price that I would have paid for one at the place that I bought it, I would have gotten 5 online. Remember, when you make the decision to get something, you have to do a little research. Just search, check the prices, and see where best it is that you would get this item cheaper, working in all costs possible, please. Now, doing so, you'll be able to clearly analyze the choices that you have. Well, the 4 boxes came, and included in the boxes were 4 hinge lights, and they all came with screws. The hinge lights, though, had a plate, and the main section of the light would snap onto that plate. It was to be noted that I observed that the main part of the hinge light had only 3 LEDs. Those are some little small LED lights, and that looked like some small corn, like corn on the cob, some small ones. And it also came with 4 12-volt, 23 ampere batteries, some little small one. That's what came in each box. So if you should work that out into, if you should really work that out into the 4 boxes that I get, just times that by 4. Installation of it wasn't hard, as I already told you. The decision was to just use two lights in each cupboard, and by just removing one of the hinge screws and using the same screw to affix the hinge light plate in place. What was done next was to just place the battery in the section. You remember the section that I told you that had 3 LED lights? Place the battery in that, and then you test it. By testing it, you just there's a slight button like thing to the top that when the door closes, it will shut off the light. So just test it, just press it. And then when you're satisfied that it is working, then you just snap that you have, snap it onto the plate. Now, I think the batteries will last long. I think it will, because where we had used the other battery that I told you that I bought somewhere else, it was used more than the kitchen cupboard. It was. So I think it will last long. Yeah, I really think it will. Alright, the only thing that I'm thinking of that would really allow those batteries to drain is if someone leave the kitchen door, the cupboard door open. Because when the door open, the lights would come on. Now, after installation, the cupboard was closed to see if the lights worked as intended, and it did. I wanted to see the illumination that it gave off as well at night, and it was really bright. I opened all of the top cupboards, and it really shined inside there and outside of the kitchen. It just gave a nice little glow, so you could really see. Now there are other lights that I've seen that persons place under the cupboards, and that would give the countertops that light. But I really have to look into that one, as what I'm seeing so far is the ones that need electricity, and it also has to be automatic, where it comes on when dusk, and dawn it shuts off back automatically. That's what I would be looking for. Overall, I would say that the hinge lights that I bought, they were a bargain, and it was suitable for purpose. Think of it, people. 4 small hinge lights for $2. I didn't pay much for it. I just paid probably about $8 for the box, and then I had shipped in other things, so it worked. It worked. Whatever I had came up to about £2. It wasn't bad. I didn't regret it. So look for some of these bargains and see how you can light your place up without having to pay for electricity. It worked for me. It may work for you.
You have come to the end of another series. Join us next time for more ways to conserve.